Howdy, pop culture partners. My name is Mikhail Khanli, and welcome to another reaction video. Today we are reacting to. Can we just get comfortable here? Today we are reacting to Moritaka Ishida's Spider-Man: Web of Shadows Chapter 3. This feels like it came out quite soon after the second chapter. If you haven't read it, you can check the play. I'll try and put a card or just put the links to my part 1, part 2 reactions in the description in case you haven't missed it. And I'm reacting to every one of his chapters. This is some of his proudest work, and I want to share it as much as possible if it doesn't get too much on Twitter. I mean, just the other day he made he made a tweet joke about Spider-Man or something, and that got more likes than his actual comic. And he's like, "How did this get more likes? I've spent over a month on a comic," and that kind of stuff. It's the internet's wild. It's ridiculous, and my mic isn't close enough. Sorry about that. A little distracted. I've woken up only in the last hour because I am on vacation. Kind of. My school has this thing with third years or something, so the entirety of this week, the rest of this week I have off, and then another 2 weeks, which are my normal, winter holidays. So yeah, that's cool. I have privacy today, so I thought I'd finally react. I was supposed to yesterday, so my apologies on my tardiness. A few things I should probably mention. Sorry if I sound a little odd. I am a little sick. I have a runny nose. I cough every now and then. Cause it's winter. It's getting cold. My body's probably just getting used to it. So sorry if I maybe have to blow my nose or if I sniffle too much without realizing, or I have to cough. I'll try to keep it to a minimum. I do have a nice hot cup of dirty bean water here. How you should legally start the morning, even though it is almost 1 p.m. Yes, I need my beauty sleep, especially outside of school. Second, I kind of want to apologize if the videos don't seem interesting, because it's like 20 minutes to half an hour of me just talking. Mistakes probably aren't corrected the best, and for that reason, I do not know why, but whenever I want to edit a lot of stuff from this footage once I'm done, it it just takes so much longer in Premiere, which is what I use to edit mainly. Like any other footage, it won't take much to, like, you press the space bar, either it plays immediately or I have to wait just 1 second, maybe less. When editing this footage, even though I've rendered the entire clip, if the whole bar is green and then I decide to edit, usually it's the other way around. I render everything once it's done and then immediately create the video. Whenever I want to edit or cut something together, whenever I try to edit or just simply play back and see what it looks like, it takes so long just for it to play, and so it takes so long just to make simple edits, quick cuts. So I really do the bare necessary when it comes to these videos, so I'm sorry if there are maybe some rambling elements I wanted to cut out, simple pauses that I don't think are necessary. I'm sorry if those are still there, or like just things that should be corrected. I'm sorry. I wish I could do more. I love editing, making the best video possible. When this happens, it's really a pain. I have most of the time I do have patience, but when it comes to this, sorry. Yeah. Hope you get my point. Like there, I could have maybe edited something out of it, but it's a little too much. Maybe hopefully this time it'll change. We'll see. But if nothing really changes in terms of the editing of these videos, I highly apologize. I don't know if it's because my laptop can't take the amount of footage from the webcam, which is mainly the case. If it takes up too much power, I don't know if I need to get a better webcam, a better mic, or something. And I need to be careful of in terms of how much money I spend recently. So I've been saying for a while, for example, my streams. If you're curious, yes, I stream a lot of I stream games mainly. I love doing that, even though maybe I don't have the much time to do it, especially in high school. Now that the holidays are coming, I could probably stream a bit more, but To tell you that they give me holidays, I know I'm going completely off. We'll start it in a sec. God, 5 minutes. I'm really, really sorry. If you've already skipped to it, I completely understand. Just wanted to get a few things out of the way. I don't know why they give us holidays when the week we get back in January, go back to school, we have 4 tests and I have a presentation. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. So during the holidays, I have to study, I have to prepare. Oh, and of course, so 4 tests, 1 presentation, and we have an art project that we have to work on, which is the toughest yet in terms of creativity. I'm really stuck. I don't really know what to do. Any other project, it will probably take a while, and I know what I want to do, but I know it'll just be a bit tough to accomplish, but at least I still have an idea. I don't have an idea for this one. It's kind of tough. It's like acting outside, doing something out of the ordinary, taking something ordinary about life and turning it into irony, or working around it to make people think. It's odd. But at least you gotta appreciate my teacher wanting us to go to these lengths, I guess. Maybe it's just me this time. Like a lot of people have, finally grasped what they want, and in other projects I've worked much faster than them. I'm not saying I'm better than them. I'm just saying that maybe other projects I've connected with better and worked on better, and now it's the other way around. So I guess it's just fair. I can't really complain. The world works how the world works. So yeah. But so without further ado, and after a little extra sip of my coffee, if I can just change the scene here. Okay, I don't know if I'll cut most of that out, but here is the cover art for Web of Shadows Chapter 3, What's New Pussycat, art and story by Moritaka Ishida. As you can see, his art style has changed every chapter so far. The first chapter was completely in color, which is why it took so long for him to make. And the second one, he mainly did it in black and white. For a more stylistic, and then he told me that he thought it would be cool to only have one color in a frame, and I love that sort of art style. If you can remember, what was it, the final trailers for Avengers Endgame, only the red was in the black and white clips, for example. I love that sort of stuff, so I'm excited to see what he has to offer here. And without further ado, let us finally get started. Oh, and by the way, before we I'm still terrible at this. 4 years in YouTube and I'm terrible at this. Before we get started, if you really want to support Moritaka Ishida and his art, I will leave his YouTube and his Twitter in the description. Please follow him if you're interested in more of his work or just want to support him. He is amazing. And if you want to check out more behind the scenes or maybe talk to him directly, we do have a Discord server. I'll leave those in the description as well. Before, I just left them in the channel bio and talked about it in the description. A friend of mine told me it's way better if you put the links directly, and I always thought it was too hard, but finally did it, so everything is in the description if you'd like. But mainly, please check out Moritaka Ishida and his amazing work here. And if you're excited for more of his work, please leave a like. It shows the support for him, not for me. This is about him. This is about supporting his stuff, and he loves seeing me talk about it and give a lot of my creative wow, you could say. Like, I can wow over very odd things, and I think I hope he's a fan of that. So finally, no more interruptions, at least let's hope. I'll slap myself if I think of interrupting again before we get started. Let's get started. Here, finally, Fisk Tower, 1:48 a.m. Oy. Gotta be honest, didn't think trying to find out who Venom is up to. Wait. Sometimes I can read badly, sorry guys. Didn't think trying to find out what Venom is up to would lead me to the fattest man in crime. Now to find a way to sneak in. Oh, someone's coming. So about my pay. We'll discuss your payment later, Miss Hardy. Just get the job done. Understood. Oh man, again, his art style, he can do so much with so little. Like, you can see his lenses there. That looks super professional, seeing the disappointment in Spidey's eyes. Sigh. Felicia, why? Why Fisk? So you're working for Fisk now? What happened to you, Felicia? Also, before we continue, maybe it was just for the cover that he did one color. Maybe for the rest of the like story, it's gonna stay black and white. So that was probably my mistake. You know me, Spider. I like to change things up. Better delivery there. Wait a sec. Damn it. And so the iconic chase begins. Cannot have a Spider-Man game without a Black Cat chase. That should be illegal now. To not have one, I mean. Also love, again, I talked last time, the final frame, panel, there you go, of the last chapter. He homaged TASM, the Amazing Spider-Man, with the iconic pose he did as the very last shot of the film. He did the exact same thing, and I was just blown away by how he mixed white and black lines to create rain effects. And here's the exact same thing. He does amazing stuff with the webs, with the wires to show motion and stuff. And he's doing a lot bigger panels. Sorry, keep saying this time around. I'm quite impressed. Wow, Spidey's doing the splits there. I should probably, hold on, sorry guys. I should probably, hopefully that looks a little better. I'll have to crop and see how that works out. And she's stealing his upside down pose. They're probably both on the wall now. Ooh, I don't know, she probably got on the roof. He, of course, catches up. Felicia, please stop. I just want to talk. Oh, but I want to play. Of course. Spidey sense. Love the effect there. Nice try. Enough already, Felicia. This is important. Why are you working for the Kingpin? Not long ago, you were robbing him. What's changed? Also, I love when he adds reflection in the lenses. Like, the last time, it wasn't even a reflection. I remember I was so amazed by a shot in Chapter 2 where, like, it was an emotional scene where he was putting on his mask or he was looking at something. And inside the mask, he barely drew the outline of Peter's eyes to show the true emotion behind the mask. And that is just top-level art. And he even added the, like, light refraction of the lens that affects the reflection of Felicia. That is just, it's genius. I do not know how he does this stuff. It's so amazing to look at all the time. Why do you want to know? Worried your cute kitten is under a bad influence, Spider? What? No, I'm dealing with a problem right now that's connected to Fisk. I'm trying to find out what exactly. Let me guess, you rushed into it like a dummy, thinking you could do it alone. But you have no idea what's really going on, and now you need your help, your ex's help. That right? You can see the hands. He's probably just like in agony right now. Again, little details. I mean, I might know something. I know she says it. I mean, I might know something. I'm all ears. Oh, you love it. What I found out's a real catch. Oh, and again, little like tiny frame there. Why do I keep saying frame? Panel to show the surprise and then cut. And she probably just pushed him off the darn building. And again, you gotta wait. Sorry, I'm going so in. Like, I can see. I think he used like again. If you join the Discord and see what he posts under the project's channel, you could say on the Discord or like menu. I don't know how you say it. Let me know if you do, or the proper way. He shows all the different styles of like shading and lining he wants to do, and just there, it seems like he added those like tiny dots as shading, which was a classic way of doing that in early comics, and you can definitely see that influence in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, for example. And I remember he said he got those and had to print them on his drawings. It took a while, but it was fascinating to look at. And I feel like I'm seeing that. I'm seeing so much detail there. It's pretty amazing. So one sec, hopefully I can cut this out. Okay, sorry about that. Had a quick call. Just had to deal with something. And I have to change the tweet page here. So she pushes him off. You fall for this every time. Oh wow, she got his legs too. Only when my... Wait, if I didn't know any better, I'd think you like me doing this. Only when my wife tops me. Or maybe he said that after she says you fall for this every time or something. And of course, always fascinated by his symbiote effects. It's amazing how it's a drawing, but you can distinctly see how much he changes the style, lining, shading of his classic suit and then the symbiote, because the symbiote is a bit reflective. It's an alien, it's organic, and I can see so many differences. There's line shading here on the suit and stuff, and then the symbiote, he has a lot of white lines because it's a contrast, because it's black, and it just seems so much more sleek and organic. Damn it! Well, aren't you just full of surprises tonight? So that's why you wanted info on Fisk. Am I wrong? Felicia, please, Venom's out there. If you know anything, I need that info. Oh no. If you think you can just get something out of me and leave, you thought wrong. I haven't seen you for 8 months. So I want to have some fun first before I help you with anything. I don't have time for this. Oh, but I do, bug boy. Oh, fine. All the time in the world. Yeah, so that's an awesome. How did he, again, little things blow my mind, like that slash. He drew all that and it looks amazing. It looks like it's in the world, like there's a transition. Always so fascinated by that. You want to fight? Then let's fight. Reminds me of like 1889 Batman. You want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts. Prove to me that you actually want to stop Venom. Help me end this Symbi. That's new. Whoa, he made a shield there. And whack-a-mole there. Oh, wait. Oh yeah, she's barely conscious. Grabs her. All aboard the alien rope. Next stop. I also love that zoom out. It's almost like it's an anime and he wanted to create a bit of a funny few seconds there. Next stop, Midtown. Okay. Get me to her quickly. Just ignore the fact that you just grew tendrils out of your back, Pete. You can puke later. She's passed out. I went too far. Yeah, and he grabs her and takes it off. I'm sorry. Later on. And she wakes up. Oh, she's crying. It's a kind of a contrast to the game where she wakes up and immediately slaps him for some reason, and then she teleports to the tower that you have to swing to. Is her penthouse, I think. Felicia Hardy's penthouse. Right there. There you go. Look, Felicia, I don't know anything about Venom, okay? I never did. Then why are you working for Fisk? I was trying to take the bastard down from the inside. Lately, he's been pitting two gangs against each other in Harlem to hurt financial development, so Fisk Industries can purchase more cheap real estate. See, look at this, before I even read, look at how amazingly he drew, like that. It doesn't look too big or too small. That looks perfectly like what it should look like in the mask. Like if there were like two panels, one with the mask and one without, it looks perfect of a transition there. So you can see the hair, the shading, his eye there, and you can see how, like, she's doing a lot of wrong things, getting bad rep, but she wants to try and do some good stuff. Like, she's always confused. Like, one eye can tell so much. Moritaka is amazing at this. You are amazing at this, man, because I know you're gonna watch this. Then you show up again after so long, and I get this huge rush from seeing you, and I think that's great for you. I'm sorry I got in the way. I did it for you, dummy. Thought if I could take down Fisk, I'm such an idiot. I'm so sorry. I still love you. It's okay. It's okay. I'm sorry too. Oh man. Like, if you didn't know, I probably should precisely say, when I say Moritaka's Web of Shadows, it is his version of Web of Shadows. He does take main elements and narrative points from the game, but he does change it to what he feels fits the game most. He adds things he thought were missing, he takes things out that he thought weren't necessary, and he makes the best there. And so far, I'm very impressed. Like, Felicia's overarching angst and stuff in this scene is always like a bit odd, but here it's genuine. Like, she's crying in his arms, she doesn't know how to deal with these emotions. She doesn't want to make him uncomfortable or disappointed, but she wants to be honest, and it's beautiful to see this. Like, his art makes everything come to life. A small while later. Felicia, you know we can't. That I can't. I know. When we were together, it was after everything. Venom killed May. Me and MJ split up because both our worlds were falling apart. I was so broken. Broken and scared. I'm still scared. Back then, all I wanted was to be with someone I wouldn't have to worry constantly about dying, and so I turned to you. I was selfish and used you as a rebound. I used my friend because it was easier than trying to heal, because it felt safe. Felicia, I hurt you. Ease up on the self-loathing there, Pete. Remember that I'm the one who made a move on you back then in the first place. We were both dealing with our own crap back then. You mean your dad? Exactly. Again, something I have to add, like costumes, masks, details under everything aside, he's amazing at drawing people. I can't even draw a face to save my own life. If I could take out some of my drawings and quickly show you how badly my faces look, or mediocre at best. But again, too much editing time. And I could just take a picture and add it in post, for example. But again, just adding a picture buffers Premiere Pro so much for some reason. If I'm editing gameplay or any other footage, it's perfectly fine. But with this footage, for some reason, like, I've explained everything. So, if I can continue completely rambling about how he's so amazing, like, look at the detail on the faces, the dimensions and everything are perfect, everything looks natural. The hair looks amazing, like, it's so simple, but it looks so great. I don't know how he draws hair this great. I can never really draw hair that well, like, especially, like, it's a simple line of white to show, like, shading and lighting, for example. It's so simple, and I love it. And then, like, if you see, again, I say a lot, join the Discord, because he uploads a lot of little things if you appreciate his art like I do. He's really good at, I don't mean to sound weird here, but he's really great at drawing women, for example. Like, their faces are super adorable. I always find women in anime super cute and attractive because of their facial expressions. They tell a lot. They're super adorable for me, and all his drawings completely have that energy when it comes to female characters. Like, this one frame down there with Felicia is super nice to look at for me personally, so I really appreciate it. Sorry if I sound a bit weird, but everyone has their taste, and I just feel like expressing it. Pete, of course, looks amazing. Again, I keep saying his dimensions in terms of all physique and faces. Like, I can't really draw people. I can draw maybe architecture, landscapes, and stuff like that at an okay level, but people, just one person, it would take me ages just to draw one figure perfectly as I'd want. He is phenomenal at this. We've both made mistakes, but aren't you sick of it all? All the pain, the sacrifices. And I like that he exaggerated the eyes there. Those are not normal looking eyes, but again, I feel like he really wants to add the anime aspect or manga aspect to these things, where some stuff are a little exaggerated to show emotion or comedy or any other stuff like that. We could just escape it all, be free from this city and all its bullshit. And I like that he puts the panel there, because that's like the first big choice, if I remember, that determines which ending you get at the end of the game. Fun fact, if you somehow didn't know, Web of Shadows doesn't have 2 endings, it has 4 endings. It has like 2 of the main endings you surely know, and then 2 versions of those endings that are just a little bit different. And so I remember, if you guys somehow know Evan Falarka, who is the founder of the Spidey Squad, this was his first Radioactive Replay. Radioactive Replay was replaying all of the Spider-Man games he had building up to Marvel Spider-Man that came out September 7th, 2018. And this was his very first game because this was his personal favorite Spider-Man game, and he was like, he had to pick the black suit option at this point in the story, unfortunately, to get the ending that he wanted, which he called the canon ending, and to make a little bit of like mystery. I won't tell you what that ending was. If you want, please check out his let's play of that. It's awesome to revisit. Like, all of his radioactive replays were a blast to watch, and revisiting them just brings you back to those simpler days of being hyped for Marvel Spider-Man, having this fan base and stuff, being positive, sharing stuff before, the whole Spider-Man fandom went to absolute shit. And nowadays it's just a dark no man's land, basically. So, all this to say, I really love that in that one little panel there, he shows that this is a point where you have to make a choice. Symbiote completely, like, serious, like, oh my god, self something, I forgot the word, but selfish for himself. And then there's Peter, like Spider-Man, not the symbiote, and Peter Parker. Like, there are two people in that other half thinking here. So she goes to kiss him, but of course. And I hope you get this reference, guys. Moritaka is surely gonna get the reference, but I hope you guys too. Sorry, Felicia. I'm only into redheads. I don't mean to sound me. It's a reference. I'm not trying to cause any shit here. I'll always be your friend. I've never had those words spoken to me, but I've basically, my relationships have lived by that, basically. Let me have a sip of coffee just How much do you love her? Mary Jane. I live for her. Damn. I want someone to say that about me, man. Then you'd better make her the happiest woman alive. Got it? So she's not jealous or anything. She's happy that he's found a purpose. And again, I don't feel like he's done this much before, like adding these exaggerated expressions. Please, dude, you have to keep this up. It really, like, breaks it up and adds so much of your style. And again, something I missed. Yes, he's making his own story a bit. He's taking main events from Web of Shadows, but he's also adding his own style. It's a manga. It's black and he's decided to do it black and white, like classic manga. Everything looks like it's done by professional, like artists and stuff. So that one panel where he has no eyes, just like dots, and a little crooked smile there shows, oh my god, like, it's classic anime / manga humor there. And then they just smile at each other. That's nice. Bye, Felicia. I also want to appreciate in this story, I really don't know many Spider-Man / Peter Parker. I'm sorry, I heard a very weird noise outside that scared the ever-loving crap out of me. God, I'm so sorry. Sorry if you heard that. That was very odd. As I was saying, I don't know many, especially when it comes to comics, probably with games and other, like, animated series, probably, that aren't coming to my head, but I don't know many Spider-Man, Peter Parker, Felicia Hardy, Black Cat stories. My point being, I appreciate in this story that she loves Peter as much as Spider-Man, or at least it seems like that. Like, she mentions his name, she's not disgusted the moment he takes off his mask. Like, maybe that was the earlier stories and they thought, let's change it up a bit, but I really appreciate a Black Cat that is sentimental, isn't always angsty / mean just for her own self-gain or something like that. Like, she cares for him, she cares about his happiness here, and she loves Peter as much as Spider-Man, which is a really, really nice touch. And another nice touch I want to add, like, whenever, I remember in the last chapter when he was putting on his stuff, his suits, like, the glove parts that weren't fully, like, put on were still, like, loose. I really loved that detail, the wrinkles, the detail on his back when he was putting on the suit. Like, all that was amazing. And now just a simple wrinkle of the mask as he puts it on is just super nice for me to look at. Oh, and he did the thing. Bye, Felicia. He did the thing. And, of course, back into the cold, cold night. I'm so tired. Damn, did you draw that entire city? That looks amazing. Also, nice little frame of, again, reflection and lenses. Any media it's in, I don't care. It looks amazing. And yes, normal that you're tired. You just chase your ex and talk to her most of the night. Oh, and that's already the end. Damn. Okay, sorry. As you can see, it's been a little while since I've done my nose, so I'm gonna sniffle a little bit. Uh, Man, I'm just sorry if you don't see my head a lot. I'm just appreciating, like, background details. I always feel like it's cool to add or draw, but like I could never draw this much diverse detail. I could maybe repeat some designs and stuff, and it would look horrible. But here, every single part of it looks phenomenal. Did you do all that yourself, man? You have to let me know in the comments. Like, did you draw absolutely every part of these buildings, or like, did you? I'm probably sure you looked up some pictures and stuff for inspiration, but that is just so impressive to look at as a final, like, frame panel. Damn it. Sorry, I'm just seriously. That looks like a living, breathing city. That is just. This is amazing, man. Really. So, that was the end of issue 3. I really liked it. It had a lot of part 1 had a lot of action, a little bit of story. Part 2 had a little bit of action, mostly story. This was really mostly story. It starts off with a bit of action, and then I feel like most of it is just Peter and Felicia's relationship, which is the best it is from the game. Like, it's not even canonical to the game. Canon to the game. Sorry if I mispronounced that. But it feels like I enjoyed reading this. Like, I enjoyed reading Felicia. Like, she was actually there for me. It was like I was watching something play out, not reading. It's alive. It's breathing. It's amazing what Moritaka can do. So, little round of applause to you, man. Seriously, I really liked that. The story-wise, it was amazing. Now, I know at the beginning of the video I mentioned, like, these can go on for a while. Oh wait, hold on. There you go. Back to my face. How long? 33 minutes. Jeez. Okay, I probably should go right to the end. I think I analyzed most of what I loved while I read it. Because mostly at the end, I'll just go back, look at some stuff, and talk about it again, which I don't even know if I already talked about, so that can confuse a few people. But I think I analyzed most of what I did. This was mainly story-based. If I can say one thing, I really enjoyed the script. It's really nice. You frame everything so well. You really have an amazing spirit of a storyteller, Moritaka, and I cannot wait for issue 4. I'm sorry, I forgot when you said it'll come out, but just know I'm super excited because this was heavily story-based, but I really liked it. Your action sequences are amazing. The best action sequences he's done, guys, were probably in chapter 2, even though I don't remember there being a lot. There were probably a few than I remember, a few more than I remember, but these were amazing to look at. Those were amazing to look at, and this time with story, I enjoyed that just as much. Again, Felicia's character was awesome, well drawn, and completely a blast to read. And seeing that that relationship that they have, I'd want to read about their whole history. I'd want to know exactly what they went through. Like, I don't know if he invented the fact that Venom killed May, for example. I didn't know. I don't know if that was a real thing in the game, or if he invented that, or if that's a secret part of the lore. But that is an amazing detail. I feel like you already mentioned this as well in chapter 1 or 2, and it somehow, like, completely escaped my mind. But considering how memorable this issue is for me, this chapter is for me, hopefully I can remember it for next time. So, amazing chapter, guys. If you enjoyed it just as much, please go on Twitter, like, retweet, and check out his work. I believe he mentioned he wants to start a Patreon soon, so keep an eye out for that. Follow him, subscribe to him, check out the Discord. He talks a lot about that if you're curious about all that. And I just hope you enjoyed the comic as much as I did. I'm sure that's the main goal. He just wants you to appreciate it and enjoy it a lot. And if you did, please leave a like. It really does show your support to him. And if you're curious about anything else about me, the little guy over here, Like I mentioned earlier, I stream games if I can. Since the holidays, I'll try and do a bit more. Hopefully, it doesn't distract me from my other responsibilities, like I mentioned, such as school and stuff. Again, I don't know why they give us holidays if during the holidays we have to work like dogs. um, what else? I do some other reaction videos for maybe trailers and stuff. But funny story, I actually wanted to react to the trailer for Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse Part 1. I really wanted to react to that. And then, just before I was going to react to it, or maybe like an hour before, my sister goes into my room, she grabs my laptop, writes the trailer, and I was like, oh no, because she immediately wanted to watch it with me, so I was like, okay, no reaction this time. I don't do too many reactions, because as you can see, well, as you heard, it takes a while to edit, so I am not looking forward to edit this simply because it's a pain. Not because I don't want to, not because I think this is a chore. I love doing this, but if it was just a bit easier, maybe if the problem is my computer, then yeah. What else? You can check out my channel. Really, I do a lot of diverse things, mainly music loops and stuff. If you're curious about that, I recently uploaded my own remake on GarageBand of Akaza's theme from Demon Slayer. I love that theme so much, and him as a character is he's amazing. Yeah, no, I'm blanking out on a lot of stuff, but it would be highly appreciated if you could check out some of my content if you enjoy it, subscribing with the bell. And yeah, guys, just thank you so much. Please have a wonderful morning, day, evening, whichever week. Happy holidays if we don't see each other again, at least. And yeah, stick together, stay out of the cold, drink some nice hot dirty bean water over here, or tea, whatever. Hot chocolate, I should probably get back into hot chocolate. I haven't drank that in a gosh darn while. And yeah, bye guys, take care, thank you for watching, please enjoy the comic, please check out Moritaka, and goodbye.